Hi, everybody. This is Jill for today, and thanks for coming into my kitchen. Well, guess what? It's going to be holiday time. The director loves Bailey's Irish Cream. And every year, we go out and we buy him a bottle or two, to get us through the holiday season. And this year, it's terribly expensive. But this year I said, I always see copycat recipes. Why don't we try one and see how it goes? And that's what we're going to do today is a copycat Bailey's Irish Cream. Now, if this is good, we're going to be really excited about it. So it's a very, very simple recipe. It all goes into the blender, and we're just going to get started right now. So here is my blender, and into it goes the star of the show here. This is Irish whiskey. And we're going to put a cup of that in. So it better be good, right? Oh gosh, smells good. Okay, here's the cup of Irish whiskey. And a cup of cream, heavy whipping cream. Some of the recipes said you could use like a half and half, but we decided to, go for the full Monty here. And there's a cup of heavy cream. This is something, obviously, with this recipe, you're not going to want to go nuts, drink this every day. And we have a little bit of coffee, a strong coffee. And then there are, let's see here, 3 tablespoons of chocolate syrup. My little lid open here. Do it that way, I guess. Come out. 1, 2, suspense is mounting. 3, right? It's thick, really, really thick. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little scoop of that out of there. Okay, we got that. And then we have, this keeps getting better and better. We have sweetened condensed milk. I know. Oh, you got to go with the gusto. Yes, right. You just have to go for it once in a while. It is the holidays. Is that a good enough excuse? Get this all out of there. And then just a little vanilla is what's left. And that is the recipe. I almost should have used my larger beaker, but this is going to work just fine. Okay. All right. And then that out of there. And then a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. And I'll have the instructions and all the ingredients in that description box down below the video. If you there's a word that says more. If you hit that, it will bring down a drop-down box, and that's where the video or the instructions and the recipe will be. Okay, there we go. Now, make sure I've got everything. Because what did I not get? Chocolate syrup, vanilla, coffee, cream, Irish whiskey, and the condensed milk. Okay, my lid's back on here. I'm going to straighten up a little tiny bit here. And then I'm going to bring in my blender. Ugh. They want a cap of some sort. All right, so we're going to put this in the blender. And it just says low speed, 30 to 60 seconds. Till it's, like really, really well mixed. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to get this started. I'm going to put it on low speed, and I'm going to let it go. See, maybe 45 seconds, and we'll kind of take a look and see if it's well enough blended. And once I've done that, we'll come back. Okay, so here's what's happened. We, got the blender going, blended it up, brought the camera back in. We took a little taste of it and we said, oh boy, this has got real promise to it. I put it in the bottle and I said, we're going to put it in the refrigerator for several hours to get it nice and cold. And he says to me, it's not running. It's not running. I said, what do you mean it's not running? And there was all this drama, of course. And he said, I said, we can't use this video. And I said, oh, yes, we can. In my brain, I said, yes, we can. So what you've missed, you missed the end of the blending. You missed us taking a little taste and saying, yeah, this is looking pretty darn good. And you missed me putting it into the bottle. So having said all of that, we're going to put it in the refrigerator. We're going to let it get really cold. So we have a really good taste of it because we think it's got to be cold. People put it on ice. I don't know about that part of it. I think it dilutes it. Okay, that's about it for there. You got anything to say there, Director?
Yeah. When I tasted, I thought it tasted a little more chocolatey than Bailey's, but it was very good.
It was very good.
The other thing is the other recipes we've seen also give you the option of adding a little almond extract to it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'd like that part of it. Okay, so, but we're going to make a fair evaluation once it's cold, like we normally drink it. So we will come back in several hours, and after all the dust is settled in here, and we'll take a sample. Several hours later, this is cold, and we're ready to take a sample. And I know, as I had said, before I took the break so this could chill, that, the camera was turned off, and I'm not sure all of what I had said, but what I said is that if this is good, this is a huge bottle, but it was the only one that I could find. If this is good, I will go and get an appropriate sized bottle. So it's very cold. I'm going to give it a shake, which is what we normally do with our Baileys. We shake it before we serve it. Just we don't ever. Okay. I'm going to give some of this to the director here because this is his thing. And I'll take this. Oh, it looks wonderful though, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. All right. Take a look at that. Beautiful. It does look a little more chocolatey than the Baileys does, but truth is in the taste. Oh man, too much chocolate. Too much chocolate.
I mean, it's excellent.
Oh, it's fab.
But to be right on Bailey's, a little less chocolate.
A little less. So instead of the 3 tablespoons, I will put 2 tablespoons in.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
I could get used to that.
I'm wondering too, if instead of that heavy cream, doing a half and half. Do you think it's like a little thicker, maybe?
It's almost a little eggnog in terms of consistency.
Yes, consistency, certainly not the taste, but well, I think we've got a winner here. And I think when I make it, I will make it again because I know he'll drink this. Yeah. Great on ice cream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Talk dirty. Dollop of whipped cream on top.
That damn whipped cream. Next time I make it, I will make it with the 2 tablespoons of chocolate syrup and half and half. And
I think we'll need some more of this by tomorrow.
Hey, I love Copycat recipes. Okay, so that is Copycat Bailey's Irish Cream. Give it a try. And I tell you what, if you are going to make this, we do not suggest that we tell them that's what you need to do. If you really want it to taste more like Bailey's, is cut out 1 of those tablespoons of chocolate syrup and maybe use half and half instead of whole cream, I think.
Now, this was heavy cream. Do they make just a regular cream?
Not really. And then you've got, so that would be my suggestion. Yeah. That's how we are going to make it next time. And we will make it next time. That's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm glad you're here. Tell your friends about my channel. Send me some recipe ideas. I always love to have someone say, will you make, and I'll be happy to try that out. We've got more of our Around the World in 80 bread recipes coming. I'm doing a special jam next week that you'll want to see. And that's about it. Take care. Glad you're here. Peace. Bye-bye.